Ronnie has informed me that his is going to be a little longer, which is, I think, his way of saying, Chad, don't give a long-ass speech this time. So, there you go. Ronnie's up.
Since you're there. So I like to go from close guard. I want to go for the overhook, and I'm going to show a series. I'm probably going to throw too much at you one time, but I feel like if you don't learn the full series of this, then you lose a lot of options. And for a guard, for a series on this, it's better to have a ton of options. So you have A, B, C, and D, and as long as you don't half-ass A, B, C, or D, you will hit A, B, C, or D. All right, so let's start full guard. Let's go this way since most people are on that side. So a lot of people, especially people named Chad, like to pass with their arms in the hands in the armpit here so they can start to space out, right? So this is my favorite time to come over the top. I'm gonna go cross grip, get this sleeve. This hand's gonna come under here. Go ahead and keep that grip nice and tight. Under here, so I can come under here, and I'll get this like figure 4 grip right here. All right, once I get this, it's fairly simple for me to just pop it up here. And now this is the part that looks weird, but it's very important. I'm going to pull this hand behind my head as this one slides over the top. Here. I do this so now I can wrap this over, I reach and I get his cross collar. If you have trouble getting the cross collar, like let's say you're broader shoulders, just get it in here nice and tight. And then once you get this in tight, you can let go. And I always want to hip out here, and then I can work on getting that cross collar. But it's important to get that cross collar. Once I get this, now I have all my options. I got great control because I'm on my hip. I got my knee up in here to keep his posture down, and I got his arm trapped. It's going to be very difficult for him to get his arm out, and I have so many options in here that I can start setting up. My favorite one to go off first is just the cross collar. I'm going to come over the top in here. I'm going to grab the wrinkle right in here, and then I'm going to drive my forearm underneath his chin and my elbow towards my knee. So I'm not going out like this, I'm actually driving it down here. Okay, once I get this in tight, now I can start to squeeze and I get the cross collar right in here. Okay, let me turn this way. You guys can see too. Over here, get the grip. Once I'm in here, and if he's keeping his chin down, I'm just taking my forearm, riding it up. And once I get it underneath the chin, I drive my knee towards his knees. Here, and then I can start to squeeze and get the tap. All right, next part of that is once I get up in here and he starts defending by pushing that arm down, I'm gonna let go of the collar so I can grab his sleeve. Once I grab his sleeve in here, now I can push the head away, and I got the arm bar right there. Get that finish. If I go for there and I still don't get it, or let's say I come in here, so let's see, got the cross collar, got the arm bar. So I come in here, he defends in that. I don't want to go after the arm bar. Let's say I just don't want to, like, I want the sweep, I need the points. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull it up, shoot this under, now I can flower sweep because I got his arm pin. Then I also have an arm bar here as I come. So I know I threw a lot out there. So let me go all the way from the beginning again, and then I'll ask for questions. I'm sure there'll be a bunch. So in here, I'm going cross to get to the sleeve, coming under, break that grip up, behind the head, over, weave it through. Once I get the cross collar grip, I can let go, and then immediately get on my hip. Bring that knee up so it's nice and trapped in here. Once he's trapped in here, I always go for the cross collar choke first because it's the easiest. It's the least resistant. It's going to be tough for him to do anything to me. So I can come in here and start going for that. Once he starts defending that, I have my options. I can either let go, grab his sleeve. Once I do that, I can push right here, armbar, or if I don't want to go for it, if I want the sweep, I'm going to pull this arm up, this hand swims under, and I get my flower sweep. Up, and then if I keep the cross collar, I got an armbar right there. Okay? So I know I threw a lot out there. Any questions? Yeah.
Can you shoot it again one
more time? Yeah.
Just the beginning.
So I'm going cross grip in here. Once I get in here, I'm coming underneath the wrist in here. And if you need to, I can use my hips to kind of get some space. Hips, come down and get that space. If he still has a grip in there, I kind of grab on top of my own wrist. Then I'm just kind of popping it straight up. Once I get this up, behind the head, here, over the top, get into the cross collar here. Once I get this, I can let go of the sleeve and get on my hip. And then once I'm in here, now I have all my options. Any other questions?
Don't let go of the arm until you get this collar.
Correct. I don't let go of that arm until I get either I get to the cross collar, or if I can't get the cross collar, at least to something I feel like he's not getting his arm back. Because then I have 2 points of contact here where I know he's not getting it back. And if I can't get that cross collar, I'll grip it down nice and tight. And if I feel like he's not getting his arm back, then I can let it go. And then I can use this hand to start feeding that cross collar in. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be super tight, this cross collar, because even if I don't want to go after the choke, I still have all my other options. I can still throw arm bars, triangles, and stuff in this position, and sweeps and stuff as well. Any other questions? All right, let's try it out.